Male epidemic, yeah. Come on now, Leo. Yeah, folks. We got the Pandering male epidemic, and then we got the Pandering male crisis. Yo, these are two bangers. Stop me, yo. If I know why this motherfucker. Hey, I'm a little, you see what I'm saying? So y'all there with me? You feel me? Let's get to it. I mean,
boys want to get to know you. Men want to know what your Cash App and Zelle is. Know the difference, ladies, when one is speaking to you.
show ass up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what is you acting like that for? You was grown man for, you know what I'm saying? No, you got it, you got it. You ain't gotta be on some, you know, why that motherfucker so tuned on these niggas? Fucking, you know what I'm saying? What's up, bro?
It's quite simple.
Quit it, man.
When you first meet a woman, you should be spending money. I don't want to hear your fucking excuse why you don't. If you cannot send Zelles, pay for her nails to get done and hair done before a first date, or pay for some Shein items or Fashion Nova, you should not be fucking dating. Two things a woman want to hear: her Cash App and Zelle, and what's her full name and birthday. Book her a trip. If you really want her, do something different. Stop asking her to the movies or the dinner. She can drive there herself. Bro. Do something no one else is asking her for. Take her on a fucking vacation, you cheap, broke bastard.
Yeah, I know. It sounds nice. It sounds great even. But that clown got exposed for abusing both of his baby mothers and not taking care of his kids. Roll the clip. Stop fucking recording. And for anyone wondering, this is some of his work. You see, for the longest period now, there's been this cycle that's been reoccurring on the internet. A male influencer will get online and post some videos where he's hitting all the right notes. He's saying all the right things. Things that might be unrealistic. Things that most of the time are too good to be true. How do I put this? They're selling a fantasy. These con artists, these predators who prey on women's desperation, are the most dangerous breed of animal. And yes, I'm calling them animals. The animal in question being a pander bear. They're panderers. Guys like Pastor Poppy Don. Yeah. They take the approach of appealing to a woman's desire for financial stability, a caretaker, someone who, when she's with, money isn't a problem. Matter of fact, this dream guy goes out of his way to spend his money on her, buying her lavish gifts, booking trips, allowing her to experience these luxury experiences. Brief intermission, y'all. I got an opportunity for you. If you've ever wished that payday came sooner, this might actually help. No. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features. And when not, because that's what it's designed for, helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. This archetype, this genre of pander bear usually sounds a little something like this.
Pampering while a woman is a requirement. $150,000 per child when she gives birth, $150,000 every year after that until the child is 18. Her hair done once a week, nails done once a week, makeup done whenever she wants to. Shopping sprees around the world, anywhere she wants to shop at and buy whatever she wants. Her finances is not maintained. She's not allowed to pay for any bills, open any doors, or take out any trash.
Yeah.
Another 100,000 to appreciate your loyalty. Another 100,000 because you're an excellent mother.
Oh. You don't even give a fuck no more, bro. Hey, bro, like, don't tell me that's giving a fuck for her. And her LV got, you know what I'm saying? Got them fur boots, just fake laughing. And you just give it 100,000. 100,000. Hey, gang, live it how you feel me. How you move. I mean, that's your body, bro.
In case you want to splurge on me or something.
Oh, brother, just how performative can you be? And look, I already know what some of you guys are thinking. Some of the stuff he's saying doesn't sound too crazy. If you truly are in love with your lady and you're a chivalrous man, these things will probably come naturally to you. But you see, the thing that makes this guy so distasteful is that he tries to shame regular men for not being ultra wealthy. He talks in a way that emasculates them.
How much money should a man have before he gets into a relationship?
At minimum, a man should have $300,000 US in his savings account. But if you really want to step into the real leagues when men are handling their business, you should have at least 1 million to 3 million in your savings account before you even entertain a woman, period.
So by this guy's logic, the average man should have multiple six figures saved up. And then if we really want to meet his standard, if we really want to be real men, we gotta have multiple millions of dollars saved up. Do you know how doomed society would be?
Yeah, how many is living like that? Let me know. That reasonable to say, like, y'all having those, you know what I mean? You having those, boss man. Hey, for my part, ain't gonna come out right when I'm, you know. Hey, but let me know, yo.
If we all operated under this logic,
That's
because the
definitely
average
reasonable.
man doesn't even start making 6 figures a year until like their late 20s, early to mid 30s. And then you want to talk about men being millionaires? The average man doesn't start touching that type of wealth until their late 30s, early to mid 40s and above. And we're not even considering things like inflation. $1 million a couple of decades ago isn't $1 million today. Like, depending on where you live, $1 million will definitely not afford you anything fancy. And this genius somehow wants to make the argument that we shouldn't even entertain women until we have that type of money. And I think the one clip that cemented in my mind that this guy is definitely a panderer, he's a pander bear, is this clip.
Take them all and make the best provider win. And the only men that have a problem with this are the manipulators, the narcissists, the compulsive liars, the men that want you to provide for them. And to the women that say, well, I can't juggle 5 men at a time. You were dealing with a complete narcissist. This man had 5 different personalities. Every day you woke up, you see a different version of this man. You can date a different...
Yo, where did this go from $1 million in your savings account to personality disorder? I'm guessing is where he's going there now. I mean, this guy is just reaching. Hey, folks. Hey, cuz I'm so fucked up right now. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This is embarrassing. I just did some nut shit. Anyway, though, I had to calm myself out.
man every day of the week. Date every single one of them and make the best provider win.
If this isn't sweet talk, pander talk, telling women what they want to hear type of talk, I don't know what is. Cause look, I can respect someone who dishes it out to both genders equally. But when it's so obvious that you're trying to gain favoritism from one gender, your intentions become clear as day. And look, I already know what some of you guys might be thinking. This is all internet BS. There's no way anyone would actually buy into this sort of thinking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be absolutely wrong. You see, all a guy has to do is get online and make this sort of video.
Y'all know it's niggas out here really buying girls food, paying girls rent. Real deal, paying for girls beauty maintenance. Real deal, like, real deal.
It's crazy.
I'm niggas. Stay legendary.
And then you'll have women in the comments eating it up. May your money flow like a river. Hi, king, you good? You ate today? The only type I date. I know some soldiers in here, they want to spend that on me. His inbox has to be going crazy right now. Yeah, I'm never settling till I find the one. My sugar pop is all the way in Canada sending me money. They're literally eating this shit up. And you see, these pander bears don't just come leading with money. They also have other tricks. There's other archetypes. There's other categories of pander bears. Not all of them sell this financial fantasy. Some of them use enticing words. For example, like Medusa's judgment. His whole thing was painting men out to be these evil beings that were just irredeemable. And I genuinely feel like with him, he targeted a very specific audience. Women who were probably leaning towards being misandrous. Because no one besides a misandrist or a woman who's been severely traumatized by men would subscribe to an idea like this.
If you was to ask a man if he would rather be in the woods with the woman or with the bear, he gonna say a woman every single time. And do you know why a man is gonna say a woman every single time? He got free reign.
And the reason why that clip looks so tacky is because I literally had to combine 2 videos from other people's stitches because all his original content was deleted. He was banned from the TikTok platform. But back to the clip though, this guy really tried to make the point that the most important reason, the number 1 reason why a man would choose to be with a woman in a forest instead of a bear is because he wants to essay her. Not because, you know, the bear is a wild animal that has claws and fangs and weighs several hundreds of pounds, a literal killing machine. But all that aside, it also says so much about his audience that he thinks he could post something like this and his audience will buy it. Like, I'm genuinely concerned about the survival skills of the women who tuned into him, believed the things he said, and didn't see any red flags. Because a lot of times when a guy just seems too perfect, when he has all the right answers, that's the guy you should watch out for the most, because that means he has a perfect read on you. That means he understands your psychology. He understands how a woman's mind thinks and functions. And that's exactly what puts him in an optimal position to manipulate you. And you know, luckily he got exposed because his ex-girlfriend got online and did a 3-part series exposing him for who he truly is.
I'm a granular, I say true, and I want to get this out for y'all, bro. I'm telling you, that's why I'm on it, and I'm flicking it out for y'all. If you watch this video, it won't be smoke. But it's just like, gang, I am for a rise. Dang.
My room, and he's holding my roommate's 3 kitchen knives, large kitchen. He's saying someone is going to, you know what, tonight. Someone's gonna tonight. And By the time it takes me to get to my balcony to try to unlock my balcony door, then unlock my screen door, he already has me by my shirt, pulling me back into my apartment, choking me because he's grabbing so hard on my shirt. I'm asking him, please let me go. Please get off of me. He's refusing.
And the crazy thing is, even after being exposed, the manipulation didn't stop. Dude literally tried to sit here and frame it like, oh, this is a thing I used to do in the past. Yes, I was a demon, a horrible person, but that was in the far past, you know, 3 years ago. I'm not that person anymore.
I am admitting to being abusive. 2-3 years ago, I dealt with a woman who lived in Seattle. She just came out with a video saying that I was verbally, mentally, and emotionally abusive. She is telling the truth. She's 100% accurate. Everything she is telling is 100% true. I have been an absolutely terrible man. No, this is not about she spilled the tea. I am happy that she is sharing her negative experiences about me.
This is what scum be looking like. I'm so tired of y'all go watch my videos. I'm tired of watching scum bags, bro. Like scummy trash people with real weird issues. Yeah, you know what is wrong with our world?
Want her to. I have been a very, very, very extremely demonic and terrible man in my past.
Bro, wow. Thought that acting happy that he got exposed was gonna somehow help his case. Like, no, nigga, you got exposed and you're trying to do damage control. And the next panda bear on this list might be an even bigger clown. We got a guy by the name of Derek Jackson who uses his looks and enticing words to captivate women, literally selling them the fantasy of this perfect husband.
Look, sis. Don't let no man convince you that by you holding him accountable for his actions, you're bringing stress and drama and being negative. If he was not ready for the responsibility of loving you correctly, he should have never signed up for it.
These niggas might make this shit AI
and what you was doing to ask.
And let's take a quick look at the comments. Amen. 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 Exactly what I need to hear. Put this on his motherfucking damn For You page now.
And no man plays the victim better than the one who caused the damage. He'll dysregulate your central nervous system and then claim you always disturbing his peace.
Some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but ghosting the girl who did nothing to deserve it is emotional abuse.
Yo, the sad music in the background is killing me, bro.
Never underestimate how fast a woman will cut you off for making her feel like she's begging for your love.
I'm convinced bro literally works out to get a pump before he makes his videos, bro. I genuinely would not be surprised if he does that.
Her anger ain't even anger. It's built up hurt. Because women don't just wake up angry.
Brother.
They slowly drown in ignored feelings until that emotion erupts.
And then we got these hurt women in the comments trauma dumping. Then they call us toxic after taking us for granted. That line about ruining my mental health to stay a little longer hit me hard. Exactly. Yo, whose grandma is this? He did everything he promised he wouldn't. Another grandma. The moment she becomes silent after all the time when she was angry, that's the moment when she is done and ready to let it go. And here's the kicker. This guy literally cheated on his wife. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Talk about right message, wrong messenger.
Okay, so part of the recovery process where we were in the program for infidelity and all that is discovery. And in discovery, it's like we've trickled out a lot of information. Now it's time to go to level 0, ground zero, they call it. And so he had to make a list of women, so everything that he could recollect, and there was nearly 100 women on there.
I genuinely don't know when women are gonna learn that these pander bears, these guys who are selling these fake fantasies and have these enticing words, will 99% of the time just be frauds. I think nowadays women are so caught up in this idea of finding a man that will secure their financial future, of finding a provider, that they would actually buy into this type of delusion. They want to believe so bad that this ultra wealthy man that has life figured out, that's perfectly chivalrous, is a provider, protector, is just gonna magically choose them out of the bunch and only have eyes for them because somehow they're so special and different from the hundreds of thousands of other beautiful women. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not how things work most of the time. And if you grew up a Disney kid, that's basically the Sophia the First, Cinderella, fantasy fairy tale storyline. But that's the thing. It's a fairy tale fantasy, meaning the shit is so unlikely to happen that it's fantastical. And for anyone wondering, fantastical literally means imaginative, remote from reality. And look, again, there's nothing wrong with having high aspirations, but this sort of mindset becomes harmful, becomes a detriment when you have young women thinking like this and upholding this sort of standard for themselves.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month?
Yeah, this
Over
is
6 figures a month. I was.
Oh my god, this tired, gang. Eat fun, sleep, man, reactions and shit. But I'm still gonna get this out for y'all, bro, because I got love for y'all, boy. I'm doing this for y'all.
Yeah, she's hyped me this, y'all. So I'll do over 6 figures a month. I took a shot at that.
Every night.
Unfortunately, a lot of young ladies look up to these bird brains and have this sort of mindset. A man has to make at least $100,000 a month to be taken seriously, just to be taken seriously. And look, I'm not trying to poop on anyone's dream of finding this Prince Charming, ultra wealthy, handsome guy who's gonna, you know, just come in and swoop this random pretty girl and change her life and take care of all her needs. But I genuinely want y'all to be realistic. If we really sat down and thought about it, most guys these girls' age, because they seem to be in their teens, maybe early 20s, will not have that type of money. So automatically, by process of elimination, the type of guys that these girls will be dealing with will probably be significantly older men. That's how we got situations like rapper Boston Richie literally grooming a girl who was underage at the time, Tatiana Chanel.
But you were dating like an 18-year-old chick, right?
Yeah.
You guys broke up?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the big deal? You're a kid. You're like 23 years old, right?
Nah.
How old are you?
I don't know. It really wasn't no big deal. It's just motherfuckers.
But people were like making a big deal that you're dating an 18-year-old?
Yeah. But it really wasn't nothing like.
But how old are you?
27.
I mean, you know, Tiger. Hey man, I tell you what Tiger was doing. Tiger was Tiger for real. Kylie Jenner when she was a guy.
And you know it's bad when his only response is to bring up Tyga and Kylie Jenner. He really said, yeah, your situation is bad, but at least it wasn't as bad as this one.
Could you say any lesson you learned from dating someone that young? Like maybe they're just not like, stay away? It didn't work out, obviously.
I don't know, man. I just be, I don't really know. I just do me personally, like whatever I like doing, whatever I feel like doing, I do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really learn lessons from situations. Right.
And mind you, this was public information, but at the time, because he was buying her things and he was giving her so much money, her and other bird brain girls were literally supporting the relationship. To this day, there are still women who are applauding her behavior. They're talking about she got 3 businesses, 2 luxury cars, her rent paid for the next year, and hella wires and bags, plus she had a plan and she executed. Mama raised her right. This is the only comment I agree with. That's low-key such a miserable way to live though. Like, you put yourself through all the years and things for materials. And this seems to be her present state after that whole situation wrapped up.
Like 2.5 years. No, I don't know how you did that hard time, baby. I can't pass 2.5. Like, I don't even think I made it past 2.5, but like I said, I was just there. When you have a plan, you execute that plan. You was like a wife. I was just there. Christina, I was just there. What kept you in that relationship then? I fuck with your chain. I put guess around your neck. I'm a BB every chain. What the fuck is you talking about?
And look, you literally cannot make this shit up. Even after all these things came out about Boston Richie, him being a PDF, him being a rat, to this day, you go to his comments, there are women in there who are begging to be chosen. I need a Boston, hold the DV though. Y'all not tricking like Boston. Love me some Boston Richie because baby, can you help me? Oh my god, I love me a trick. Hey, I'm Miss Need Things Paid For. And honestly, I'm not surprised that this sort of pandering loser who leads with his pockets would hit on younger girls. Because a lot of times, that's the only option they have. Because when they get in front of a real woman with her head on straight, these little tricks, these superficial materialistic gestures, they don't amount to much. And they can't use them to control these women. So they easily get exposed for what they truly are. Losers. You know the thing I love about the internet? I don't just gotta explain this to you guys. There's almost always an example already up online. So if you're not already informed about it, there's this YouTube dating show where people pop the balloon if they're not interested in an individual. The host asks some questions, and then if the person answers in a way that doesn't please the contestant, then they have the option to go up to that person and pop their balloon. Roll the clip.
For me, a perfect date, first thing I'm gonna do, pardon my voice, man. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you shopping for something to wear. I'm gonna get your hair done, get your nails done, pick you up in my double R. Probably got 1,000 roses in there, in the Rolls Royce.
Man, keep adding on the details.
After that, I mean, shit, we gonna just go with the day. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. So we gonna just go with the day. That's if we in the city. If we not taking no trip, like I said, I'm pick you up, double R, roses, all that, the whole thing. You done got your hair done, nails done, you dressed to impress, whatever. We both looking good. We gonna go out to eat, fine dining. We might go to a club.
You haven't said nothing meaningful yet.
And pop shit, have fun. And then after that, you know, we might just go get some massages or something like that. I think that's a perfect day.
Okay. You know who balloons you gonna pop already? Okay. Why did you have your balloon unpop?
I was really just being entertaining for real.
Okay. So
I'm just keeping it real.
why were you going to pop his balloon?
Just because it was like the stuff he mentioned, like the necessity, the need to like mention like the brands, cars and stuff like that. It's not really necessary to get a woman or to get me a that for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more laid back than that.
You said if it's my girl and we're in a relationship.
That's fine, but it's like you could have said I'm gonna pick you up, like I'm gonna pick you up in this or not. It's a kind of thing.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I see that that's your style. You look pretty flashy, like that's your style probably.
It's cool. I'm just saying I wouldn't have dated you anyway.
Okay.
Cause you got the makeup on your shirt.
Yeah.
And you got like lipstick on your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
How old is this nigga? I ain't gonna lie, folks. How old is this nigga? Real spill, real kill, double drill. Oh my god. Banger. Wow. They should soundboard. Y'all forget my soundboard in a little bit, folks.
And it's like you got like a blood clot.
Yeah. Don't fries. Sip and kill me.
Your eye.
Yeah.
So
I'm a barber.
No,
and
it's
some hair got in my
disrespect.
eye.
I'm not trying to be funny.
It's just like
I was just paying attention.
you saying things that don't add up to nothing else.
No, I was just.
But it was giving fugazi though, Bookie.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You ready?
Let her come back.
Yeah.
You said it's giving what?
Fugazi.
You see how when women don't fall for their material possessions, they don't have any answer beyond that. Their whole personality is their wallet. No substance, no personality, just surface level and extremely superficial. These guys are used to what you would call pay to play. The women they're used to dealing with live their life and operate like glorified sex workers. They're used to women whose thought process is, if you can't pay for anything, you can't gain access to my time. And I think this next clip best explains the detriment of dealing with these men who are wallet first, everything else later. Now the clip is long, but I genuinely could not have explained it better than Auntie did.
It is dangerous to teach young women, especially young women under the age of 28, to be asking men for money, to require and expect money from men. It puts these young women in precarious situations. Most young women have not developed enough life experience, wisdom. The frontal lobe is not even developed. And so these attitudes I see a lot of older women espouse around men should give you money. Your existence, your beauty is value enough for that man to pay you. If he's not giving you money, then what's his use? That's problematic to teach the young girls, because most young girls do not have the experience to navigate men who are using money to manipulate them, who are using money to access their bodies. Because that's what this comes down to. Let's just keep it very frank. Okay? If you're not getting married, that man is trying to access your body. It's just sexual attraction and it's gratification. The reason why he's taking you to that restaurant, the reason why he's paying for your shoes or your hair is to access your body. Period. It always leads back to him accessing your body. And even if you do get married, you've just become a woman who signed a contract where now he is expecting your body. And if you're religious, you might well believe mistakenly it is by God's design and it is your wifely duty to give your body and not deny your husband. So either way you dice this, it's about getting access to your body.
Terrible,
and
bro.
I feel very strongly whenever I talk about the fact that women should not be relying on men for money, you should not be asking men for money. I think you missed the point here. That I am often thinking about the young woman. Because I'm sorry, I will say it again. I do not believe that...
I come inside, man. That was the Pandering Epidemic. Tomorrow, we're going to watch the Pandering Crisis, and it's going to be way better reaction, y'all. But I just got to hop off this game.